Gotabaya Rajapaksa has arrived in India and he's posing for the pictures with the President of India, showing off a very firm handshake. And joining him is the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and the Sri Lankan President. Let's hope this is the beginning of a new equation between India and Sri Lanka, which certainly has had its own highs and lows in the past decade. And while we speak, the Sri Lankan President has moved on for the Guard of Honor. That this is a very crucial visit to redefine ties between the two nations, and it is important to note that this is Gotabaya's very first visit after taking to power. This is his first overseas trip since he took on the island nation's presidentship. Now, Rajapaksa is also accompanied by a high-level delegation which includes Foreign Secretary Ravinath Arya Sinha and Treasury Secretary S.R. Attigale. And while in Delhi, Rajapaksa will be accorded a ceremonial reception that you can see is currently underway at Rashtrapati Bhawan. He'll also be visiting the Rajghat. What's going to be extremely crucial is the bilateral meet between the Sri Lankan President and the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi that's going to be taking place at Hyderabad House at 12 p.m. IST. He's already met the External Affairs Minister, Dr. S. Jaishankar. Ties to receive fresh impetus between India and Sri Lanka. The Indian President Ramnath Kovind and the Indian Prime Minister welcoming the Sri Lankan President again as he meets the dignitaries from India, being greeted by a whole host of the Indian delegation. His Foreign Minister Dr. Jaishankar also one of them to greet the Sri Lankan President. Remember, he's already played a very pivotal role for the unscripted visit he paid to Sri Lanka soon after Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi congratulated Gotabaya Rajapaksa for his mammoth victory. It was earlier in this month that Gotabaya came to power. The 70-year-old Rajapaksa defeated United National Party's candidate Sajith Premadasa by more than 13 lakh votes in the recently concluded presidential elections in Sri Lanka. Important to note at the same time that he is the second member of the Rajapaksa family to become the president, and he was the defense minister during the rule of his elder brother Mahinda Rajapaksa. Let's also try and put things into perspective for you, because this is a very crucial visit, since this visit assumes significance owing to the growing Chinese influence. Let's also listen in to what the Sri Lankan president has to say.
Yes.